You've definitely heard of Ukraine, but do you really know what it looks and feels like? This is Odessa, a vibrant city on the Black Sea full of history, charm, and a unique southern vibe. I grew up here, and in this video, I'll show you a side of Ukraine you won't see on the news. Sunny beaches, open-air cinemas, hidden courtyards, great food, and of course, cozy family moments. Why my family stays and isn't planning to leave even during one of the hardest periods in our country's history. Unique, soulful, unforgettable, this is the Ukraine you need to see. Welcome to Odessa, let me show you around. My country has been at war for over 3 years now, but this vlog is about the beauty of life even in the hardest times. It's about something you rarely see in the news: the people, the spirit of the city, the will to live. Yes, restaurants are open, and that's also how the local economy stays alive. And yes, many people haven't put their lives on pause. When you don't know what tomorrow brings, you have every right to cherish today. Not to erase what's happening, but to show another side of Ukraine, one that's alive, soulful, and strong. Getting to Ukraine these days isn't exactly easy. All airports are of course closed, so flying directly isn't an option. 6 a.m. Paris time, I'm in Charles de Gaulle airport and I'm starting this long day of heading home. I flew to Moldova with a layover in Poland. Then I took a bus to Odessa. They run about every hour from the airport. The ride took around 4 hours and luckily we crossed the border pretty quickly. On the way back, by the way, I took a direct flight from Chisinau to Paris, which was very convenient. The whole journey took me about 13 hours door to door. Odessa is very close to Moldova, so it's actually quicker to get there than to many other Ukrainian cities. As for the border, usually they just take your passport and sometimes ask to open your luggage. If you hold a foreign passport and you're a male traveler, you'll likely get a few more questions, but nothing to worry about if you have a valid reason for entering Ukraine. Finally, I made it home where my mom had cooked an amazing dinner. At 29, feeling like a kid again, honestly priceless. So guys, what do we think about my new device? I've just stolen it from my mom, which means that I'm finally back home in Odessa. I really do hope that in the nearest future, each one of you will have a chance to see it offline. Until that time, I will do my best to show you through the screen the rich history of the city, the incredible architecture, the unique southern cozy vibes of people who live here. Odessa started as a port, but quickly became something more. The Odessa you see today began with Catherine the Great Imperial decree in 1794, but its soul was shaped by many, not only Slavs but also Greeks, Jews, Italians, and the French. You can feel this mix on every street corner: shady, tree-lined avenues, faded pastel buildings, signature courtyards, and just look at our opera house with its baroque curves and elegant detailing. Odessa isn't just built, it is performed. The Rybasivska is Odessa's main street, named after Jose de Ribas, one of the city's key planners. You can still feel the echoes of its old world charm, but sadly much of its elegance has faded. Today it's crowded with cheap food stalls and loud fast food names that cover what was once the stylish heart of the city. What is definitely worth seeing is the Odessa Passage. Built in the 19th century, it was once a luxury shopping arcade. Its architecture is stunning, with glass ceilings, intricate sculptures, and wrought iron details. Feels like stepping into a forgotten palace of commerce. The iconic Potemkin stairs were originally designed as a grand entrance from the sea to the city's center, making the port more impressive for arriving visitors. These 192 steps also create an optical illusion. When you stand at the top, you mostly see the landings, while from below only the steps appear. From here you can see one of the scars of war, the iconic hotel at the sea station, destroyed during the Russian attack in 2023. Running above the stairs is Primorsky Boulevard, lined with shady trees. It overlooks the port of Odessa and the endless Black Sea beyond. And let's take a moment to appreciate our stunning opera house one more time. Built in the Viennese Baroque style in 1887, its acoustics are nearly perfect. Legend has it, if you whisper from the stage, you'll be heard all the way in the last row. I'm on my way to see my grandmother. We're going to have lunch at her place. Told her I'm not hungry, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna cook like 30 dishes because that's the way she is. Let's check if I'm right. Of course she did, like any true Ukrainian babushka. And by the way, next time you think it's too late to start something new, just remember my 77-year-old grandmother who's just started learning English. Hello, babushka.
Hello, Ruslanочка, моя ляля.
Where do you live?
I live in Odessa.
У нас с тобой диалог получается какой.
Flowers in my room.
Хорошо.
В моей кімнаті.
Молодец.
Да.
Elephant.
Elephant. Sheep. Bear.
Бабушка у меня очень хорошо поет. У нее очень красивый голос. Как и украинская мова. Правильная Украина. Я считаю, что самый чистый украинский язык, он вот в этой части. На западной там вот диалекты.
Родина Шевченка. Його всі вірші написані на чистій українській мові. Давай смереку заспівай. Смереко, чом ти так ростеш далеко? Чарівна моя смереко.
Бабушка сказала... Что бабушка у меня? Ого-го. Понимаете? Чуть английский, на минуточку, извините. Конспекты. 7 тетрадей.
Brush my this teeth. And I go to the work. Happy.
I am happy.
I am happy.
Very
happy.
Odessa is a beach city, which makes it especially lively in summer. While most attacks happen at night, making evenings tense and stressful, the days often feel completely different. Cafes, beaches, and cultural spots are open, and that everyday activity is what helps local Ukrainian businesses survive. Let me show you just a few experiences I managed to try in just 1 week. Located right on the Black Sea, Odessa has mostly sandy beaches, both public and private, right in the city. You'll find some popular beaches in Arcadia district, but personally I find the vibe there a bit outdated, like stepping back into 2008. This time I went to Kaliton Beach Club, where a sunbed cost me 10 euros, and we came early enough to get first row seats. The water was still chilly in June, around 14 degrees, which is very unusual, but it was still refreshing and beautiful. By the way, the beach isn't just for daytime. One of my favorite summer experiences in Odessa is watching a movie at Noir Beach. During the day, it's a regular beach club, but in the evening, they bring out a screen, light candles, and turn it into an open-air cinema. A deck chair costs around 6 euros, and you can order snacks or drinks right to your seat. We, of course, got popcorn. With the sound of waves on the background and fairy lights all around, it really feels like a dream. During this visit, I also went to the Botanical garden with my mom. Surprisingly, it was the first time for both of us. Right now, the lavender is in full bloom and the whole garden smells incredible. Entry costs less than 2 euros, and it's the perfect place to take pictures, read a book, or just sit in the shade and listen to the birds. Or frogs. And for those looking for something for body and soul, Maharaj Wellness Center is the place. One morning, I joined a friend for an open-air yoga session. The whole space truly feels like an island of peace. It offers both indoor and outdoor classes, a spa, and a cozy restaurant. It's quiet, sunny, and grounding. The class cost 10 euros, and it was such a nourishing way to start the day, even if it reminded me, yet again, that flexibility isn't exactly my strong suit. I wasn't sure whether to include Privoz in the food section or here, but the truth is, Privoz is an experience. This legendary market is one of the oldest and most famous in Ukraine. What really makes Privoz special is its atmosphere. It's known for its charismatic vendors, there is even a monument to one of them, and for the classic Odessa humor and accent you'll hear all around. We arrived a bit late when the main rush had already passed, but it's still a must visit. Come early, be ready to bargain, and soak up the unique spirit of the city. Next, we are heading to another side of Odessa, the legendary Moldavanka district. Originally settled just outside the official city limits, it was once a home to craftsmen, port workers, and a thriving underworld. Made famous by Isaac Babel's Tales of Odessa, Moldavanka was once the heart of the city's criminal world. One of its most iconic figures was Mishka Yaponchik. Some called him a gangster, others a Robin Hood. Either way, he became a legend of revolutionary Odessa. Today, Moldavanka still holds its raw charm, low, time-worn houses, quiet courtyards, and a distinctive local dialect, blending Ukrainian, Jewish, Moldovan, and Russian speech. I passed by the courtyard where the famous series Liquidation about post-World War II Odessa was filmed. The gate was closed, but a woman who lived there passed by, opened it, and invited me in for tea and cake. That's the real Odessa and its people. Moldavanka isn't polished at all, but it's authentic, layered, and full of stories, not just a district, a living myth. By the way, Odessa's famous courtyards, or dvoriki, how we call it, aren't just found in Moldavanka. You can discover them all around the city center too. These days, many gates stay closed, but not the art courtyard created by Odessa artists. It's a space where creativity, friendship, and the will to transform the world come together. Old doors, broken mirrors, forgotten trinkets, things others would throw away become the heart of art installations here. It's not just a courtyard, it's a living artwork open to everyone. One surprising fact about Odessa, despite having nearly 1 million residents, the city has never had a metro, and the reason lies right beneath your feet. Odessa actually sits on a vast network of catacombs formed in the 19th century from limestone mining. This stone actually built much of the city, and the tunnels kept expanding, eventually stretching over 2,500 kilometers. Over time, the catacombs were used by smugglers, World War II partisans, and more. Today, they remain a fascinating part of Odessa's history, and one of the main reasons building metro here is almost impossible. I obviously want to show you the best part of Odessa, but truth is, the overall condition of the city and its buildings often leaves me feeling really sad. It really feels like there hasn't been much investment or care. What I mean is that many buildings look really run down and tired, and while some central areas are still well maintained and charming, most of the city looks really worn out. There is so much potential, so much beauty here, but no one takes care of it, and this is very disappointing. I also get so many questions about why my family is still in Ukraine. Do they consider leaving to another country? I will ask them face to face, and you will hear what they think about it.
Ну, что я могу сказать? У меня достаточно зрелый возраст. Переживаю за Украину, и я не могу изменить Украине и уехать за границу, и там проявлять патриотизм.
Может в какой-то момент случиться, что ты все-таки решишь уехать?
Нет, такого момента не случится, чтобы я уехал с Украины, потому что я остаюсь украинцем до крова мозгов. Потому что я действительно украинец, и я не могу бросить Украину в этот момент, когда ей тяжело. Поэтому надо хотя бы своим присутствием. У меня авторитет, кстати, там, где я проживаю. Люди мне верят. За время работы я себя проявил очень положительно. Я вот людей призываю к тому, чтобы мы действительно думали за Украину. Был украинцем, остаюсь украинцем и умру украинцем.
Вот так вот. Вот такой исчерпывающий ответ.
Next one is my mom. Looks like my sister. Well, now we will ask her because she's from another generation and she travels a lot.
Осталась в Украине, и я не хочу уезжать, и никогда не хотела уезжать из Украины, потому что я считаю, что у меня есть максимальная свобода. Да, в Европу я езжу путешествовать. Мне нравится здесь очень сервис и в медицине, и в банковской сфере, и в ресторанном бизнесе.
В сфере красоты.
И в сфере красоты. Аптека, все есть в каждом доме, и на выходные все работает. Такого сервиса, как у нас, нет в Европе. Я не готова пока привыкать к новым реалиям. Мне здесь хорошо. У меня бизнес онлайн, поэтому я могу жить в любом месте. Остаюсь в Украине. Вот я и не хочу уезжать из своей страны. Мне здесь все нравится.
Я не поїхала із України навіть такий тяжкий час тому, що це моя рідна земля, це мої рідні поля, це все рідне. І покинути його так і поїхати, це дуже важко для душі. Ніде такої красоти немає, як на Україні. Не Україна притягує і зупиняє, і нікуди не хочеться їхати.
В которой я родилась, в которой родились мої родители, в Полтавській області. Я любила своїх батьків, так я люблю сьогодні Україну. Покинути цю країну сьогодні в такий важкий час я просто не маю уяви. Багато друзів, сусіди, які мене поважають, які завжди прийдуть на допомогу, якщо якісь є проблеми. Навіть переїхати, допустим, в другу країну, може там і краще. Ну, мені здається, що у нас на Україні найкраще.
Just my dad was missing, he was working and missed my debut behind the mic. My mom mentioned that service in Ukraine is often better than in Europe, and I couldn't agree more. Even though I mostly ate at home during this visit, I wanted to show you a few spots to give you a sense of just how stylish Odessa's places can be and what to expect price-wise. I'll start with my must-visit favorite, restaurant Dacha. It feels like stepping into someone's summer home. Vintage furniture, cozy interiors, and a peaceful garden that is incredibly charming. Dacha opened over 20 years ago and is now a true staple in the city. The cuisine is inspired by homemade Ukrainian classics. We had a salad with tomatoes and feta, potatoes baked with garlic and dill, and of course our beloved pelmeni, small dumplings filled with meat served with sour cream and herbs. This lunch cost us around 25 euros per person with drinks, and honestly the feeling I get every time I return here is priceless. For dessert we stopped by Fraga, a little corner shop known for its delicious handmade chocolate and more. We tried blueberries dipped in chocolate, just the right amount of sweet. A perfect little treat to take with you on a walk through the city. One evening I had a cocktail with a friend at Flacon Bar, a speakeasy style spot where every drink feels like a little mystery. The bartenders craft signature cocktails with unexpected flavor combinations, and they even invite you to smell the inspiration scents before choosing. But the exact recipes are kept secret, of course. The vibe is modern yet cozy, and cocktails are around 6-7 euros, totally worth it. I also went for lunch with my mom to Fratelli, a stylish modern Italian restaurant. It's great for a lunch or weekend brunch, and in summer they set up tables in a cozy courtyard. We ordered a cherry and shrimp gazpacho, a creamy soup with squids, and a beetroot and goat cheese salad. This light lunch, including water, cost us around 12 euros per person, and it really tasted like summer. As usually, thanks so much for watching this video until the end. That was it for my little journey back home. I hope you discovered something new and felt a bit of Odessa's spirit through the screen. War is still ongoing. The nights in Ukraine remain tense. But I wanted to show you a different side, the essence of my city. The Odessa I see in my dreams. The city where I grew up. City that gives me goosebumps every time I return. And the city will endure. And one day soon feel safe and peaceful again.